Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you how to make the most delicious apple crisp cheesecake bars. So if you want to learn how to make them, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alright guys, so we're going to begin by mixing the ingredients to make our crust. So to our blender cup, add 13 sheets of ground crackers, along with 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar, 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a pinch of salt. We're just going to blend until our graham crackers are nice and pulverized. Okay, so once we have that, now we can get ready to make our crust. Alright guys, so at this point you want your oven preheating at 350 degrees. Now here I have my 9x9 cake pan lined in parchment paper. We're just going to transfer our cookie mixture. Into that we're going to be adding 6 tablespoons of melted butter. Now begin to mix it with the cookie crumbs. And you just want to make sure that it all gets nice and wet. So it kind of feels like wet sand. Okay, once we have that, now we can get ready to begin to press it down. And just make sure that it gets nice and even. And I just like to use the back of a cup. And just press it down. Alright, so once we have that, now we're going to take it to the oven and allow it to bake for 10 minutes. And meanwhile, we're also going to be making our caramel apples. Alright, so while we wait for our crust, we're going to cook our apples. So to our pan over medium-low heat, I'm going to be melting 3 tablespoons of butter. Okay, and once our butter melts, add your 2 apples. I'm using 1 green and 1 red. Just make sure that you chop them small. To that, I'm going to be adding 4 tablespoons of brown sugar, pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon of apple pie spice, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and also a few drops of lime juice. This is going to balance the sweetness. Going to mix this and allow it to cook for 5 minutes. Alright, so after 5 minutes, our apples are done. So now we're just going to turn it off, set them to the side, and allow them to cool down. And at this point, our crust should be done as well. So we're just going to remove it from the oven, and again, give it some time to allow it to cool down. Alright guys, so while we wait for our crust and our apples to cool down, we can make the crisp topping. So to our bowl, we're going to be adding 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 packets of apples and cinnamon instant oats. Or if you don't have this, you can also use 3/4 of a cup of regular oats. Just keep in mind you might need to use a little bit more brown sugar. I just love the flavor this one's give. Add a pinch of salt, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and we're going to give it a good mix. Okay, once we have that, add 6 tablespoons of melted butter and just crumble it together. Just make sure that everything gets coated with the butter. Okay, so just like that, we have our crisp topping. Now we're going to set it to the side so we can make our cheesecake mixture. Alright, now to make our cheesecake mixture, to our bowl we're going to be adding 2 blocks of cream cheese. Make sure that they are at room temperature. Along with that, 1/2 cup of sugar, or you can use less. Okay, we're going to mix it together until everything is nice and creamy. Now to that, add 2 tablespoons of sour cream, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 2 eggs. Now we're just going to be mixing on low speed until everything is nice and combined. And just like that, we have our cheesecake mixture. So now that we have all of our layers, we can get ready to put our cheesecake bars together. Okay, so now we're going to grab our cheesecake mixture, top it on top of our crust. Just make sure that you get it nice and even. Okay, and I'm just going to top it with my crisp topping. Only add about 1/2 of it, and then the apples. Just make sure that everything is nice and even, so you get apples in every bite. Now just top it with the rest of the topping. And once we have it, now we're going to place it back in our oven and allow it to bake between 45 to 50 minutes. Alright guys, so after 50 minutes, our cheesecake should be done. We're just going to check it by poking it in the center, and it should come out clean. Alright guys, so now we're just going to allow our cheesecake to cool down completely and then refrigerate overnight or for at least 6 hours. Alright guys, and once we have refrigerated our cheesecake for at least 6 hours, we can now get ready for the fun part. And that's removing it from the cake pan so we can get ready to cut into it. And just like that, we can now get ready to enjoy. Alrighty guys, and now for the best for the taste test. Now let me tell you guys that this is honestly the perfect fall dessert. It's so easy to put it together. It takes about 25 minutes. The hardest part is just waiting, but let me tell you that it's seriously so worth it. Now of course you can always drizzle some caramel on top or just enjoy them like this, but let me tell you that this right here are seriously the best. So I hope you give it a try and enjoy it just as much. Cheers and enjoy. Every layer, it's so perfect. It's not too sweet. It's honestly really enjoyable. Now, of course, if you're scared, you know, that it's gonna be too much sweet on it, you can always adjust it to your liking. But this right here are so good. The cheesecake, the apples, the topping, a perfect combination. Alrighty guys, and there you have it on how I make my super easy and delicious apple crisp cheesecake bars. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and if you work with this recipe, please don't forget to tag me in any of my social medias, and if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys keep part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.